Here you again see the methionine, SAM, as adenosine homocysteine and homocysteine, and then again the synthesis of methionine. Final oxidation to propionyl coenzyme A, succinyl coenzyme A, which goes to TCA cycle for energy or for gluconeogenesis. So the methionine takes part in the uh, so many transmethylation reactions for synthesis of creatinine, epinephrine, choline, melatonin, DNA methylation, and so on. Folate trap. What happens for the synthesis of methionine? We need methyl tetrahydrofolate and vitamin B12. This methyl tetrahydrofolate transfer methyl group to homocysteine with coenzyme A, vitamin B12. If there is deficiency of vitamin B12, so methyl tetrahydrofolate cannot function, and so being present it is non-functioning, and so this can't participate in the reaction, and this situation is known as the folate trap. Here you see tetrahydrofolate B12 is required for the synthesis of methionine. B12 absent, tetrahydrofolate is useless for synthesis of methionine. And here you see methionine is converted to cysteine, and cysteine with the glutamate and glycine produces glutathione. And here is again the same GABA. Gamma aminobutyric acid decarboxylation of glutamic acid produces GABA. And this is an irreversible reaction and needs pyridoxal phosphate and magnesium. It is formed in the CNS and kidney with two different isoenzymes. And GABA is converted to succinate and goes to TCA, enters the TCA cycle. It is an inhibitory neurotransmitter, presynaptic inhibition, hyperpolarization of postsynaptic cells takes place by altering transmembrane potential difference, by enhancing potassium permeability, and by opening chloride channel. And this is done through two receptors, that is GABA A and GABA B. Vitamin B deficiency in children may be responsible for infantile convulsions, because for synthesis of GABA we need pyridoxal phosphate, that is vitamin B6. So there is less formation of GABA leading to neuronal hyperexcitability and convulsions. Sodium valproate, which inhibits the GABA oxidase, is used in the treatment of epilepsy. And there is GABA shunt of TCA cycle. Here GABA in the vesicles and released at the synaptic cleft, and then it produces the changes in the channel, and that's why it produces its effect. Now coming to arginine. Arginine, with the help of nitric oxide synthase enzyme, produces nitric oxide with the help of molecular oxygen and tetrahydrobiopterin, FMN, FAD, NADPH, and heme. And what is the significance of nitric oxide? Vasodilator, anti-atherogenic, and anti-aggregant. Nitric oxide, Nobel Prize in 1998 for work on nitric oxide. Highly reactive molecule, it comes under free radical, half-life 3 to 10 seconds. Nitric oxide is recognized as endothelial derived relaxing factor, and that is why there was this Nobel Prize. Vasodilation by relaxing smooth muscle, neurotransmitter, prevents platelet aggregation, essential role in macrophage function, tumoricidal and bactericidal actions. So when you will read the antioxidants, then you will know these functions. Neurotransmission, apoptosis, cell proliferation, angiogenesis, immune response, cardiovascular homeostasis, and its effect is on epithelium, neutrophils, fibroblast, vasculature, macrophages, and mast cells. And there are three isoenzymes of nitric oxide synthase. There are two which are constitutive form, and they are synthesized in a regular way, and the neuronal NOS and endothelial NOS, and there is inducible form, which is when it is induced, only then it is synthesized. And the inducer, there is two major pathway of nitric oxide formation, L-arginine, from L-arginine and from diet. These vasodilator nitrates, nitroglycerin metabolized to NO in our body and produces relaxation of the smooth muscles and lower blood pressure, and that is used in the treatment of angina. And this is due to the only production of this nitric oxide. And the one thing we left, that is the inducers of this INOS is tumor necrotic factor alpha, interferon gamma, and bacterial endotoxins. That is why it having bactericidal action and tumoricidal actions. Enhancer of nitric oxide activity, S-nitroglutathione, and N-acetylcysteine, which is glutathione precursor, protects NO metabolism by free radical scavengers. And this nowadays in the cases of this COVID, N-acetylcysteine are used. What may be the benefit, but it is used in the severe cases. Antagonist of nitric oxide, that is an monomethylarginine and asymmetric dimethylarginine. And this ADMA is increased in hyperhomocystinemia and preeclampsia, and in preeclampsia BP is raised due to the decreased production of nitric oxide. Now coming to the biogenic amines, which are produced by decarboxylation of the compound, and it needs the pyridoxal phosphate, that is vitamin B6. Tyrosine produces tyramine, tryptophan produces tryptamine, histidine produces histamine, serine produces ethanolamine, threonine produces propanol amine, cysteine, B-mercaptoethanolamine, aspartic acid, beta-alanine, glutamic acid, GABA, dopamine, cystic acid, taurine, lysine, ornithine, and arginine, with the product of gut putrefaction produces cadaverine, putrescine, and agmantine. And these are the amines which is having different types of action, and they are doing different functions in our body. You must note about them. So please go through them in your book. And okay, now thank you.